All right, folks, thanks for joining us tonight for the Coach Doty Show, brought to you by Prime Star
I can't
Home
hear you.
Health. Is it too low, Coach? Let's see.
I got you.
Get that audio right. Y'all all heard me right. I'll say it again. Welcome to the Coach Doty Show, brought to you by Prime Star Home Health. I'm Ben Hackler here with Coach Doty. Coach, Labor Day weekend, long weekend. Did you get some rest?
A little bit, try to enjoy myself a little bit, and spend some time with family, and hope our young men got to do the same thing.
Yeah. So, Coach, over the long weekend, how did you guys handle it practice-wise? Brought them in, watch film a little bit, maybe, and then how'd you handle a day
Yeah,
off
we
yesterday?
met Saturday as a staff, brought some of the kids in, watched some film, and then went back in Sunday and watched some more film, and then came in at 8 yesterday with meetings in the weight room, and then got on the field at 9, and just kind of had a short walkthrough and install practice, and had them out of there about 10 or 10:15. So everybody can go home and spend a little time with the family.
That's it. Get rested up. Well, Coach, tonight we kick back off with McDonald's Senior Spotlight. Glad to have Miss Jennifer Thomas here tonight, and I want you to recognize your 5 seniors tonight.
Yeah, we got 5 of them tonight. Will Wachter, come on up, Will. Caleb Evans, Dylan Underwood, Jackson King. Amari Hatfield, and Jack Moore. Yeah, these are our guys that we're recognizing tonight, and it'll be Miss Jennifer Thomas here from McDonald's. Be giving them a little something here. And we appreciate her for doing that. McDonald's is a great friend of the Panthers, and we had sauce and biscuits yesterday from McDonald's, and we appreciate everything she does for us. Let's give her a big hand. And McDonald's, we appreciate their sponsorship, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations to those guys, and looking forward to more of a season this year with them. Well, Coach, let's talk about last Friday night. Of course, we traveled over to West Monroe, and really a game that turned out to be a defensive battle on both sides of the football. Came up short, 14-3. But as you've looked back over the tape and been able to kind of sit through the weekend, your defense was able to get stops. Your offense seemed to move the ball, but could only muster a few points. But let's talk about each side. Coach, defensively, you really did hold your own. And you got a lot of pressure on West Monroe. I was looking back even today. You forced several 3-and-outs, were able to get off the field. When you play a team like West Monroe, how important is it to get off the field for your defense?
Well, it's very important. We talked about, we felt like our defense was really good and had a chance to be, great by the end of the year, but we got to stay healthy, and, the depth. You want to be at 3 and out to just get your kids on the sideline and get them some water and get them some rest. And I thought we did a great job. I think opening the game with the 3-and-out was kind of an eye opener for West Monroe. Let them know this is what you're going to get all week, all night long. And so I was very proud of our guys, man. I thought they fought tooth and nail and just got out there and got after them.
Well, Coach, I think at the end of the night, you held West Monroe to under 200 yards of offense. And when you looked back, what were some things that stood out for you on the defense?
Well, I mean, we held them to less than 3 yards a carry. I thought that was outstanding because I knew that they wanted to come in and run the football. And, I think our kids stood there and battled with them toe to toe. And I've told them, like, if we play with that intensity and that passion and that fire, then, we're going to be a tough out. And so just outstanding effort by our defensive guys for sure.
Well, Coach, you talk about effort and intensity. Sometimes players, I think right now, especially in the culture we're in, sometimes that causes players to do crazy things and get outside themselves. How have you been able to kind of hone that in for your guys where they play intense, they play with a lot of effort, but still able to execute at a high level?
Well, I think, naming Mark defensive coordinator and kind of letting me be a floater. And, I think me getting out of that room has kind of gave all the coaches in that room some ownership of stuff. So without me looking over the shoulder, I think that's one thing. I think our kids enjoy tackling this year, and last year, we were avoiding it like it was COVID, 23. But, this year we're actually tackling and getting in there and getting contact, and, we're encouraging each other, and the kids are enjoying it and having fun. And, it's fun to watch.
Well, Coach, last year, I think I told you this after the game. I remember watching this last year, and I thought we competed well last year over there. But I felt like towards the end of the game, we kind of got bullied a little bit. And this year, it looked like you guys kind of were the bully on some instances.
Yeah, I mean, just to be honest with you, I just feel like we let one get away from us, and um, not taking anything away from West Monroe. I just think we got a better football team, and I just think the moment got a little big for us down there on the goal line, and we punched that one in. No telling what happens, but I did tell our guys that we're gonna win together and we lose together. It's not a them or they, or our pronouns are us. And that's what we identify as. Our pronoun is us, and so that's what we talked about, and I was really proud of our kids.
Well, Coach, let's talk about the offense. I mean, really, first drive of the night kind of set the tone for what we were going to see as far as being able to move the football. Do only get the 3 points, of course, on the field goal by Aiden Parker. But that field goal was a result of a 15-play, 48-yard drive. Kind of reminded a lot of Panther fans of the old school Sterlington kind of mantra, the identity of who we are. How do you continue to build on that as you kind of go forward? And what did you tell your offensive guys as the game progressed?
I thought we had a great opening drive. We kind of set out to say, show we're going to run the ball at you, and there's really nothing you can do to stop it. And I thought we accomplished that in the first drive. And, we would like to finish that with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it definitely gave our guys some confidence as they came off the field and to the sideline. And, we just felt like we may be in for a heck of a night, but yeah, we felt really good about it.
Well, Coach, Dylan Downs, of course, makes his debut at quarterback this week. What did you see from him and the development of him so far this season?
Well, he's a great athlete. He's going to be a great quarterback, but he's just got to get better and better every week. And I think some of the mistakes that were made Friday was because he missed the jamboree at Neville, and we could have played him against Neville. And if it had been a playoff game, of course he would have played. But you really would have loved to have gotten him some live snaps against that type of competition, and seen how he could have handled this a little bit better, that a little bit better. But we got full confidence in him and know he's going to be really good this week. And but yeah, he did a good job. Just like I said, he made some mistakes, and we had a lot of first-time starters out there on offense. Some guys that had played, but a lot of those guys had never really started, and so a lot of experience was gained Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, as we said, probably not the result we were hoping for, but what did you learn about your team in that environment against West Monroe last week?
Well, I learned that we'll fight, and we'll get after you, and we're going to play hard, and it means a lot to our team. This means a lot to our team. They work hard during the week. They work hard in practice. They work hard in the weight room, and I hope they're working hard in the classroom. But these guys really, really get it, and we like this team, and just we're just hoping we can stay healthy because I have faith we'll make a heck of a run here.
Yeah, because you keep referencing the staying healthy. What goes into that preparation wise? How do you kind of prepare your kids, and what do you as a coaching staff try to do to keep them healthy?
Well, weight room and conditioning is really huge. Nutrition. We talk about our kids about eating and hydrating, and I think I mentioned something about it every day, and getting proper rest. Just getting 3 hours of sleep a night is just not going to get it. But your body's got to recover, and you need nutrition, you need hydration, and you need rest. So we talk about that a lot, and just try to be smart at practice and not cut each other in the knees, and uh, you know, injuries are going to happen. I mean, it's just a fact of football and really almost any sport nowadays. But injuries going to happen. But you just try not to make them happen by doing dumb stuff.
Yeah. Well, Coach, a lot to build on from last week. We are this week going to recognize also our players of the game, brought to you by First Security Title of Monroe. And I believe you had two of those guys. Who are they, Coach?
We did. Our offensive player of the game is offensive tackle Will Wachter, graded out at 83%. Really had a good game. Really had a good game. Stood out on film when I was watching it Saturday morning, and very proud of him. Will is my permanent captain this year. He's going to go out every time with our captains because he's got a 5.0 GPA. And I've only had to train one guy to go tell everybody what we need to do with him. So, a good football player. He had a great game the other night, and I know he's going to build on that. Our defensive player of the week is Amari Hatfield. already had a big game, some big plays, big sack for us, a couple tackles for loss, a couple solo tackles, several assists. But he has improved tremendously from last year, and just played a heck of a ball game for us. And we're just proud of him, and proud of a lot of guys. But these two kind of stood out to me, and that's why they were player of the games. And just happy for them. We appreciate you guys, man.
Congratulations, guys. Again, that's our players of the game, brought to you by First Security Title of Monroe. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break and be right back with more of the Coach Lee Doty Show in just a moment.
Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care. Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care.
Benoit Ford Chevrolet GMC in Farmerville is here to serve you and your family just like you are a part of ours. With 2 dealerships for you to find the perfect vehicle, Benoit is proud to offer great deals right here in the heart of North Louisiana. 206 South Main Street and 1001 Sterlington Highway in Farmerville, going the extra mile to offer you the best options for your vehicle needs. That's what we do. Stop by and join the Benoit family in your new vehicle from Benoit Ford Chevrolet GMC today.
Thanks, Coach Doty. Hi, I'm Ashley Dowdy with Homeland Bank. We believe that investing in our schools and local teams means investing in our future. We're committed to creating endless possibilities both on and off the field. Together we can build a brighter tomorrow.
Homeland Bank and the Sterlington Panthers. Together we can build a winning team. Where's your money?
There's a bank that believes in the power of community. We are Homeland Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copeland Electric Company, providing excellence in electrical services since 1971. Their secret? Copeland has the manpower, resources, and knowledge to assemble and mobilize teams quickly and efficiently. Go Panthers from Copeland Electric!
Well, folks, welcome back to the Coach Lee Doty Show. Again, brought to you by Prime Star Home Health. Much off the air a moment ago, you and I were just talking about all the sponsors that kind of make this happen, make Friday nights happen. You mentioned a few special folks who work hard to make that happen. You want to mention a couple of those sponsors tonight?
Yeah, it's been extremely hot. The heat has been exhausting, really, and we've been going through so many bottles of water. Like a Case Expert, they donated us, a whole bunch of bottles of water. We appreciate them doing that. Save You More, they've taken care of us with bottled water. Miss Kitty up here at Southern Market, she donated 100 cases yesterday after she donated water this summer. So we really appreciate them. And as time goes, we're going to talk about our other sponsors, but I really appreciate those guys. And just one thing that I hope everybody does is support the people that support the Panthers, and go by and buy some gas or whatever, and just take care of the people that take care of us. And we appreciate them for doing that.
Absolutely. Coach, a lot of folks probably don't even realize all the folks that work behind the scenes to make things happen week in and week out. You guys don't just go buy water and buy Gatorade. It's been given to you. Really, that takes a load off of you as coaches trying to raise money to do that part.
Right. It's been amazing. I know we packed like 200 bottles of water for West Monroe, and after the game, we'd already run out. And, this week we're going to pack 400, so we'll have some water to drink on the way home. But, it's amazing the support we get. And, like I said, we've had other people come by and drop off 6 or 7 cases, and we appreciate that too, And, but yeah, our support system is really good. Our kids are appreciative. And, we just want to keep building on that and pay them back by going out and winning Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I keep telling folks, Sterlington's one of the best places to live, and I'll put that up against anywhere.
Absolutely.
Well, Coach, this week you mentioned getting a win on Friday night. You take your team on the road to face a really familiar opponent, the Mangum Dragons. I mentioned last week that, kind of the Sterlington fan, alumni, Neville, Evangel, West Monroe were new for us, but Mangum is definitely not new. We've shared district things with them before. We're in the same division for a long time. But last week, as we go back down to Mangum lost to Gina in a ball game that really went down to the wire. Get beat 36-32, I believe. After you've had a chance to kind of look at the film, what's your impression of this year's version of the Dragons?
Well, they've always been big since we've been playing them, since I've been here anyway. And, I think they average about 280 across the front this year. They got some big old grocery eaters on defensive line like they always have. I think they got two of those guys back that really gave us fits last year. They got a big running back this year, and they spell him with a kid who could come in and really run. Quarterback, I think, is a really good player. He's a returning starter, and they got a wideout out there. I think it's their star pitcher on the baseball team, and he's a good athlete and a good football player. And I think offensively, I think they'll come out and try to throw the ball on us. And so we've been working really hard on that these past 2 days. And defensively, Marcus Yanez is over there now. He's our defensive coordinator, and he's always done a good job with the defense. So I know he'll get them guys rolling, and they're aggressive, and they take some chances, and we feel like we're gonna have to take advantage of those situations. And but it should be a good ball game. We're looking forward to going over there, and 2 years we were over there, and they treat you good. Scott Wilcher's a phenomenal head coach, and it's a good place to go play football. I think the atmosphere will be great, and looking forward to it.
Coach, you mentioned Coach Scott Wilcher over there. It does a great job with this program. Always seems to put a well-coached team on the field. But you mentioned their offense, and their offense is a little bit different than what we saw at West Monroe. West Monroe kind of showed us some spread, but really seemed to kind of get into the eye there towards the end. But when you look at Mangum's version of the spread, they've got the big tailback. You mentioned the wide receiver and quarterback. But it seems like to me on film, they really want to get that big number 3 going downhill, something that you don't typically see out of a spread.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you kind of get your defense to slow down that running game with that big guy in the backfield?
Well, we got to get to him before he gets started. He's good when he gets 4 or 5 steps going and he gets some momentum. But we're going to try to get to him before he gets going. And that's going to be the key to that, and get him frustrated, and see if we can't make them do something that they really don't want to do.
Coach, you mentioned that you think that they're probably going to throw the ball a little bit. How do we match up on the secondary? I know we got some young guys back there, some guys who not had a lot of snaps, played pretty well last week. How do we match up with them in the secondary?
Well, I mean, we're going to be fine back there. I mean, we talked about it all the time about, Deion Sanders, who made millions playing defensive back in the NFL, got burned, several occasions, but you just got to get back up and next play it. So I think they got us last year with 2 touchdowns over the top, and we just got to make sure that we follow our reads and do what we got to, and if they catch the ball, make sure it's in front of us and tackle, make them line up and snap it again. So as far as the matchup goes, I think it's going to be it's going to be a good matchup. I think it's even, and whoever makes the most plays have the most success.
Well, Coach, last year they brought a lot of speed to the offensive side of the football. How does their speed this year compare to last year?
Well, I mean, they had number 9 out there at wideout. That was phenomenal speed. And then, the running back they had, Williams kid, I'm not sure I've coached against a kid that can move like that from side to side and, get another gear too. So, it's a different type of speed. They still have speed, but those guys were elite speed guys. So they don't have, I haven't seen those guys yet, but, they did lose them 2 guys, and they were big time players last year.
Well, Coach, let's talk about their defense. You mentioned a moment ago they got some grocery eaters. I may use that on a broadcast Friday night. There's some grocery eaters on that defensive line. And I wrote that in my notes. Some pretty good-looking kids on that side. Really, that front 7 kind of stand out too. The secondary is not small. But when you looked at Gina last week, who's still running the football team, of course, they run the old pro-style offense. when you look at them and they're able to have some success moving the ball, how does that help you from an offensive standpoint as you prepare to attack that defense?
Well, I think we'll have some, some chances to run the football. Virginia's got a really good running back too that probably has a lot of success against a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That guy can really run. So, we just got to go there and get our feet in the ground and come off the ball. There were times the other night at West Monroe that we had those guys 12, 15 yards down the field, because we had such a good surge. And that's the intensity we need to play with every play. And, our fullbacks need to hit it wide open, and we need to make good reads with the quarterback. And, when our tailbacks get a chance to make a play, they need to make a play. And, we need to hit some runs and hit some throws and see what happens.
Coach, you talked about defensively, your guys play with a high intensity, causing getting some pressure, getting the guys before they get started. Offensively, what is the area of biggest improvement you'd like to see this week?
Well, let me first of all go back over what I really liked last week.
Yeah.
No pre-snap penalties. We had one. Last year we'd have 10 a game sometimes. I'm really excited about that. Not putting the ball on the ground 3 or 4 times, losing fumbles. I'm really excited about that. But I would love to see us improve on just finishing drives. We were great from the 20 to the 20.
Yeah.
But, I'd love to see us finish some drives and, get some confidence and score some points and just turn some guys loose and see what happens.
Well, Coach, what would you say for your entire team? What are the keys to success at Mangum Friday night?
Just play together as a team, no stupid penalties, and don't turn the ball over and tackle their big running back before he gets going, and, get pressure on the quarterback and understand if it's 3rd and 30 that people throw screens.
Yeah.
That's going to be the play, 3rd and 30. And we've given up 2 big 3rd and 30, plays in the last couple of weeks. That's going to happen. They're going to throw a screen. They're not going to run a power, and we just got to understand situations. It's 3rd and 30. I mean, or it's 3rd and 1. So just understanding those things. And we got a lot of seniors on our defense, and I think they're going to take ownership of that, and they're going to fix that this week.
Well, Coach, as you turn the page and you get ready for Mangum head over there Friday night, how have you helped your team put last week behind them? That game is over and done. Everything you want to accomplish is still in front of you. How do you keep your eyes on what's in front of you and not what's behind you?
Well, it hurt. It's no doubt it hurt, and I know it hurt our kids, and, I'm really happy that it did, just to be honest with you, and it meant something to them. But, yesterday when we met as a team, it was like, okay, we're putting this one to bed, no more West Monroe talk. And, we talked about, your records, what does that mean? Well, we got 2 state championship rings. One of them says 13-2, and one of them says 15-0. The 13-2 felt just as good going on my finger as the 15-0 one did. And it's not about winning all of them. It's about winning the last one. And if we can focus on that, we're going to be fine. And like I said, our guys have a goal in mind, and they understand. But it was a hiccup in a bump in the road last week. But we are over it now, and we're going to move on and learn from it. But I think our guys are going to be fine.
Well, Coach, good luck on Friday night as you guys head over to Mangum. For our fans who are watching tonight, even those here in the room tonight at Frenchman's Bend, any words you'd like to say to them?
Well, we need a big crowd, huge crowd over there. I mean, I think last time we went over there, I don't know if it was a place to sit or stand left. And that's the type of our kids feed off of that, when they know you behind them and screaming and hooping and hollering. And we need that. We need that type of atmosphere. We need to create the atmosphere there, and so I know that we'll do that. It's just a short drive down the road, and it's a good, safe place to go, and we're excited about going.
Absolutely. Well, Panther fans, Sterlington versus Mangum this Friday night, 7 o'clock over at Mangum. If you can't make it, you can catch us on YouTube beginning at 6:15 with a replay of this coach's show. And then the pregame show will start about 6:45 with myself and William Handy, and then kick off right at 7 o'clock. You can also go to shspantherfootball.com for highlight videos, game replays, and more. You'll also find the link for the live stream at that same website. Coach, final words before we sign off tonight?
Well, I appreciate Miss Bonnie and Frenchman's Bend for allowing us to have the show here. It's a great setting, and we always appreciate her. And as always, go Panthers.
Panther fans, have a great night, and we hope to see you this Friday night at Mangum or right here on shspantherfootball.com.
Benoit Ford Chevrolet GMC in Farmerville is here to serve you and your family just like you are a part of ours. With 2 dealerships for you to find the perfect vehicle, Benoit is proud to offer great deals right here in the heart of North Louisiana. 206 South Main Street and 1001 Sterlington Highway in Farmerville, going the extra mile to offer you the best options for your vehicle needs. That's what we do. Stop by and join the Benoit family in your new vehicle from Benoit Ford Chevrolet GMC today.
Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care. Choose Prime Star Home Health. We'll provide the best care for your patient or loved one. From managing chronic conditions to wound care and therapy, we specialize in a wide range of services. Prime Star Home Health. We have the skill to heal and the spirit to care.
Thanks, Coach Doty. Hi, I'm Ashley Dowdy with Homeland Bank. We believe that investing in our schools and local teams means investing in our future. We're committed to creating endless possibilities both on and off the field. Together we can build a brighter tomorrow.
Homeland Bank and the Sterlington Panthers. Together we can build a winning team. Where's your money?
Homeland Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.